It's the first meditation back for the year. Not too sure about that lighting. As you guys may have noticed, I am currently in the new studio space. And while I wait for a couple of people to join, actually, I just noticed I've forgotten to do something quite important with those lights. So I'll be right back. Yeah, we like turn them on. It's quite helpful sometimes for getting relatively good lighting. It seems a little better. Hi, Vic, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining us, I suppose. Got a few people in. So yeah, it's a new year and I'm in a new space and that's kind of cool. And I'm really looking forward to doing a whole bunch of meditations with you guys this year. This is something I'm going to continue throughout the year, and there are going to be a couple of changes from how we've been doing it last year. But for the most part, it's generally going to be relatively similar in that I'll have a topic for every week to discuss and theme our meditation around, and then there will be a guided meditation to kind of explore that a little bit. I'm going to, so I can guess in terms of changes, it's just going to be me for the most part. Scott has other commitments at the moment, so he's predominantly going to be taking care of his own things. He will be hopefully joining me and us for several of them throughout the year. We'll see how things end up playing out. For the most part, though, he's quite busy with some pretty cool stuff, so hopefully he'll be on here to share a little bit about that at some point. Another one is that we're going to pretty much just be talking a little bit about the topic, and I guess in this case a little bit of housekeeping. Hey Rob, thanks for joining us. And yeah, so I'm just going to be talking, but I'm going to be keeping my talk quite a bit shorter at the beginning, and then we're going to be spending a bit more time on the meditation. Maybe not a bit more time, but just like kind of keeping it predominantly meditation-y, and I'm going to be doing less kind of like talking about a topic beforehand. And the other thing is that so for now, for this week and for next week, and maybe the week after that, the time for this will stay the same. The day will continue to be Thursdays, but once February comes around, I'll be starting to do these a little bit earlier in the evening. Thinking around either 6 o'clock or 6:30, I haven't quite decided yet, but just a heads up for any of you guys who are regular with this, that they will be starting a little bit earlier in February. You don't need to worry about that for a couple of weeks, but for now, so for now we can just continue. But just so that you're aware that that's a change that will be happening sometime in the near future. As far as housekeeping kind of things go, unfortunately, it seems like my phone is still going to be doing its lovely like drop in, drop out thing. So we'll just be continuing to work with that, I suppose. But all of that said, without further ado, I will address our topic. So our topic for tonight is going to be grounding. And so I've got a nice little meditation roughly themed up around that. Which should be quite a lot of fun. It'll be a bit more of like a visualization style journey into grounding and feeling connected and those kinds of things. When I grounding, what I mean is basically feeling connected, stable, and in the world and in yourself, as opposed to feeling, I guess, like kind of up here and all areas we tend to be, I guess, when we're feeling kind of nervous or anxious, when we've got a lot on our mind, when we've got things that we're worrying about, it can feel a bit destabilizing. And so grounding, this idea of grounding is all about stabilization and coming back into your body, coming back into the world, and really being like fully associated into your experience, so that you're feeling everything as it's happening, you're responding in real time, and also you're kind of providing fertile ground, fertile soil for your ideas to take root, for your dreams to grow out of, for your ambitions to flourish in. Yeah, I'd say, I guess it's a good practice to kind of have a good kind of thing to remember whenever you're feeling kind of out of it, a little bit nervous, a little bit stuck in your head. It can be a really great way to just kind of bring yourself back into the moment, is to readdress this idea of grounding. We're going to address that in the meditation, but outside of meditation, there are a couple of really great, really simple things that you can do to kind of engage with this. One of them is as I'm sure anyone who has watched Ninja do some of his things, is the whole heel slams into the ground. So rocking forward onto the balls of your feet and then dropping, just rolling forward and then dropping back with your heels and landing with a thump on the ground and letting that reverberation kind of shoot up through your body. Really great way to kind of shake anything off. Sitting on the earth or walking around barefoot, particularly if you're flexible enough or in a position to sit directly on the ground. That's it's really, really great. I also personally really love introducing the visualization of a root extending and growing down from the base of my spine through the earth, which is something that we'll play with a little bit in the meditation to come, actually. And other things are, I guess, in terms of some dietary components that can really help with this is, so if you've had a really big, really heady day, a great way to just incorporate food into a grounding practice is by eating sweet as in earthy sweet kind of flavors. So you're talking about sweet potato, pumpkins, those really root vegetables, stuff that grows in the ground. Also whole grains and those kinds of things that are quite, I guess, solid is a good way of kind of thinking about it. And any red spices, those kind of real strong earthy tones tend to have quite a grounding quality and quite a grounding effect on the body as well. Actually, pretty much all I wanted to say. So I've kind of covered a little bit about about grounding and what I mean by that, and it's getting on a Thursday evening, and we've covered quite a bit of housekeeping about the various things that will be kind of changing. So it might just be nice if you'd like to find yourself a comfortable seat, make any little adjustments you might need to make in order to really sink into this moment. You might like to begin noticing your breath. Perhaps relax any tension out of your face or shoulders as you gently scan down your body from the head to the feet. Loosen the chest and feel it expand and contract with your breath. You might like to relax your abdominal grip and feel your hips sink deeper down. Notice how your legs can grow heavy. Feet resting gently on the ground. As you continue to breathe in your own particular rhythmic way, and allow your mind to wander in the particular ways that it likes to wander. As you continue to follow your breath deeply down inside your body, drifting ever more deeply into this present moment. that's it. And as you continue to drift in this moment and feel your body in a particular place and time that it is right now, just notice the things that you notice about and in your sensory experience. Notice the physical weight and presence of your body. Feel the clothing wrapping around your skin. Subtle movements in the air. Notice what you can hear. The ever-present background hum. The particular tone and quality of my voice, guiding you gently through this process. What can you taste? What can you smell? Observing and noticing your sensory experience. As you continue to breathe in your own particular rhythm, drifting and landing right here and now in the particular time and place in which you find yourself. That's right. And I'd like to invite your mind to play, to go on a little journey, to come along on a little journey with us as we explore and visualize this particular concept of grounding. Imagine yourself now imagine you are sitting on the very top of a tall, tall mountain. Imagine yourself sitting on this tall, tall mountain. Wide open view opening out before you. Rolling plains and hills. Cascading landscapes. Stretching like patchwork quilt out as far as you can see. Perhaps there are particular structures or certain kinds of terrain or environment you can notice from here. Perhaps you can see the ocean before it dips around the curve of the earth upon which you are sitting. At the very top of this tall, tall mountain that you are sitting on. Gazing out across the earth. Just notice how far away everything seems from this perch, how small and insignificant things can appear from this place of connection and peace. And your perch at the top of this tall, tall mountain. Feel your body supported by this mountain. And this tall, tall mountain rising up to meet you. In the particular ways that you like to imagine. A red root growing down from the base of your spine. Imagine, if you will, that your spine continues on downward, that weaves its way down through this tall, tall mountain upon which you are sitting. Watch and see and hear and feel as this root weaves its way down through the heart of the mountain, down through all the layers of the earth, down through the molten mantle beneath, all the way down, all the way down to the core of the earth. The deep red root connecting you to the heart of the planet. A deep red root connecting you to Mother Earth. And feel this connection now. Feel this connection with your whole body. That's it. Feel yourself as part of the earth. Connected to and turning with this beautiful, mighty planet that you are an intrinsic part of. And allow your senses to expand from this place of connection. Allow your senses to expand all the way out to encompass a whole planet. This planet that you are a part of. Feel yourself rooted to this planet, connected to all life that exists here. Connected and held and supported as you in turn connect, hold and support all of the life that you touch simply by being here and now in the particular time and place in which you find yourself. That's right. Allow your senses to expand once more, to become aware of the vast space in which this beautiful planet that supports you is suspended. And notice how in all the expansive expanses that extend beyond this place, and all the cosmos that extends around you, that you are here, connected and supported and present. Your life can continue to flourish in surprising and magnificent ways. Slowly bring your attention back, drawing slowly back in towards the planet, feeling this planet to which you are connected once more. Pulling in and feeling the root that connects you to the heart of this planet. Drawing your attention back up the root to your perch atop this tall, tall mountain. Feeling your body sitting on top of this tall, tall mountain. And pull all of this inside you, this grounded, supported connection that you always have within you now. Because the fact that you can feel this here means that you can carry it with you and connect to this connection anytime that you so choose. Slowly come back to your body now. Come back to your body now, only as fast as feels safe and comfortable, and that you can allow all of this to integrate and come with you easily and effortlessly. Bringing your attention back into the room now, noticing your body in the particular place and time. Bringing your attention all the way up, all the way back to your body as you wriggle your fingers and toes, roll your shoulders, stretch, and feel your body as you come all the way up, all the way back into the room, all the way back where you can open your eyes and rejoin me in the space I'm in, and yourself and anyone with you in the space that you're in. Very, very much for joining me for this meditation this evening. This has been super, super lovely. I would love to hear any feedback that anyone has. Please feel free to leave a comment below, shoot us a message, anything like that. I would love to hear any feedback that you might have. I would also just love to hear about your experience of this and if there's anything that you've noticed as a result. Thank you very, very much. We'll call it there. I hope you all have a fantastic evening and sleep and rest incredibly well. Thank you so much. I will see you back here at the same time, 7:30 p.m. next Thursday for yet another meditation. Namaste.